Podcast.
You're watching Markets for You, a daily videocast that covers markets news and shares trading signals from experts. I'm Brenda. First, the US dollar. The dollar weakened on Thursday after increased geopolitical tensions in the Ukraine led to rise in the yen and the euro. The greenback ended the day at 1.3870 to the euro and 101.84 to the yen. Today's data includes University of Michigan confidence, which is expected to rise to 82, and the producer price index, which is expected to show a continued 1.2% year-on-year rise in February. Next to the euro. The euro ended the day down on Thursday after the president of the ECB, Mario Draghi, cautioned that low inflation was more of a threat to the eurozone economy than high inflation. Contrasting with his previous remarks that inflation expectations were broadly balanced, the single currency ended the day at 1.3870 to the dollar and 141.21 to the yen. Today's data includes German CPI in February, which is expected to remain unchanged at 1.2%, and Eurozone employment in the fourth quarter. British pound. The pound fell against most counterparts on Thursday due to the impact of a combination of factors, including a lower than forecast result of the RICS house price balance, the strengthening of the dollar following positive data, and a strengthening of the yen on increased Crimean tensions. Sterling ended the day at 1.6623 to the dollar and 0.8345 to the euro. Today's data includes the trade balance, which is expected to fall to 2,200 million in January, and construction output, which is expected to expand by 5.2% in January. Japanese yen. The yen rose on Thursday due to increased concerns about the geopolitical situation in Crimea, after the US and Europe stepped up diplomatic pressure on Russia to cancel the referendum, which is scheduled on Sunday, and will decide whether or not the region will become a part of Russia. The yen ended the day at 101.84 to the dollar and 169.27 to the pound. And now the section you have been waiting for, Markets Tips. Forex4you in cooperation with Trading Central, one of the leading American financial advisors, provides you daily trading signals from experts on the field. If your pair is Euro versus US dollar, our preference is to open long positions above 1.3884 with targets at 1.3888 and 1.3915 in extension. Below 1.3825, which will look for further downside with 1.3765 and 1.37.2 as targets. If you trade British pound against US dollar, our preference is to open short positions below 1.6065 with targets at 1.6059 and 1.6565 in extension. Above 1.6065, which will look for further upside with 1.6685 and 1.6715 as targets. If your pair is US dollar versus Japanese yen, our preference is to open short positions below 102.05 with targets at 101.35 and 101.15 in extension. Above 102.05, which will look for further upside with 102.4 and 102.8 as targets. Good luck and happy trading. Tune in next Monday for the latest markets news and trading tips. I'm Brenda, and you have been watching Markets for You. Have a great weekend.